name is Niamh Mitchell. I'm Digital PR Executive here at Connective 3.
Hello, my name is Kenny and I am the Senior Influencer Marketing Manager here at Connective 3.
Today I'm going to be looking at what 5 questions PRs should be asking their social media team.
How social media can amplify your digital PR strategies and campaigns.
Okay, so question 1 we should be asking our social media team is, what have you got planned for the next campaign?
So the first thing that we get asked from the PR team is, what kind of social content or campaigns have you got coming up? And this spans across both organic social and influencer marketing.
So the reason we ask this question, it may seem quite like a simple question, but it's really important to see the PR calendar with the social media calendar as well. This way you can plan the PR activities and complement the social media activities as well.
So the data stuff that we look at is very different to the data stuff that digital PR look at. There is an overlap when it comes to social listening. We sort of go into our social listening tool and go, okay, for this industry, what are people talking about this month? What is trending? But we also look at historical data from our socials. Last month, we know that, for example, if we're working with like a kitchen client, we know that last month black kitchens were just skyrocketing on social. Everybody wanted to see pictures of them. Everyone was engaging with them. Is there something we can look at from a PR perspective there?
Question number 2 is, how are their social media campaigns performing?
I think this is really important because if there is a disconnect, if we're doing something on social that isn't doing great and we know that's not doing great, why would PR go and do that as well? Because we know that the success rate is not 100%.
So this is a really important question to ask and to know the social media KPIs for your client. It's really important because you can find out what kind of reach, what kind of sentiment and engagement that your social media team are getting, and this can really help you plan your PR strategy.
Obviously the PR landscape and the social media landscape are very, very different, but it's all about making informed decisions, especially if you're in an agency, you know, client relationships, we want to deliver the best of the best all the time. And it's also the same for PR as well. I will always ask the PR team, like, have you done anything on this at all in the past and how did it perform? What was the public reception like? And I think it's about working in a little bit of harmony to make sure that both strategies are aligned and you're not wasting time, because on social, it is a content mill. You need so much new stuff for TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that kind of jazz, that why would I waste time doing something that we've already tried and tested in one area, if that makes sense? The next question is, are there any emerging trends within your industry or niche?
Social media is really on the forefront of like what's going on at the moment and what the conversations are. And this can be really, really helpful to plan PR ideas and campaigns.
So why not come together once a month and say, right, let's look at the fragrance industry. What are people talking about in perfumes? Any brands emerging, any viral pieces of content that maybe we can replicate across PR or across social. For example, we saw like this huge video for one of our clients where it was sort of like somebody doing like this smell test with their other half, and it went so viral because they got a genuine reaction. People knew what it was talking about, and it sort of sold the brand in a really interesting way, because I think the whole vibe is like, I smell nice, I know that, but when someone else tells me I smell nice, even better. And so we sort of said, right, how can we look at this on social? How can we look at this on influencers? But then also, how can we back that up with PR? And it's coming together as a really, really cool campaign.
Question 4 is, what is the target audience for your campaign and how can PR help with this niche and help with the engagement? This is the most important question, because what's the point in having your brilliant headline, your brilliant campaign, when the product isn't going to the right person?
We need to look at this from the perspective of influencers, especially. We're not going to choose an influencer who has an audience demographic who is firstly maybe not even in the right country, not in the right city even. We can go down to that level of detail, but we can also look at the ages. Let's say this person's audience is 40 plus, when actually we're trying to target millennials and Gen Zs who are in their 20s and 30s. It isn't going to work out. It doesn't make sense. The brand campaign will fall flat.
Using your team's social audience data can really help you find exactly the demographic, interests and behavior, and really help you create an amazing campaign and put it in front of the exact right people.
If we're going to integrate social and digital PR, there definitely needs to be some synergy there. The story needs to be sort of fluid, if that makes sense. So it can't be sort of like, oh, we're aiming for this tag audience, you're aiming for that one. It doesn't connect. We know there's going to be sort of a lapse in that element.
And the final question is, what do your social media have planned and what do they have scheduled and how frequently they do it, and how can PR campaigns align with that?
Particularly when you are outreaching, because there needs to be a synergy with the campaign. The reason for this is the fact that when you publish a massive article on a big publication, like for example, the New York Times or something silly like that, the volume of traffic and the volume of attention you get to that can be really huge. So people use TikTok and people use Instagram as a search engine. So they will go into there and they will type in your brand name and look at your socials. Why not have some campaign themed assets on your social channels to sort of back up what you're saying? It makes the consumer's journey easier, and again, it also helps you with that ROI, because if there is a connection, you can measure it as part of a campaign.
It's really important to maintain consistency in your brand and making sure you've got the right message going through. So just communicating that and knowing exactly when they're going out and what things might complement it as well is really, really important to your client, to your audience, and to everyone.
So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found something very interesting from it. Me and Niamh work really, really closely together as teams, and we think in the future of the way the digital PR and the social media and influencer marketing industry is going, we're gonna be working together a hell of a lot more. If you want to find out some more information, go to www.connective3.com, and we will see you in our next video.